this is Shadi. So recently, Abe Hifumi took his first loss in a big way. I think it's the first one that was by Ippon. Usually it's Wazari. I believe the last time it was in Ippon, it was Lombardo by 2. Wazari in Paris Grand Slam. This time it was a clear one, just a big throw, and we're gonna talk about it a little bit, see how it was done. I've discussed this technique before, but it's really something because it is something within the Gokyo, but it is put on more of an offensive rather than a defensive or as a counter. So it's an interesting one for sure. But before we do all of that, please, just like always, thumbs up the video. Check out my book, The Origins and History of Judo, a translation of a manuscript from 1903, available in French, English, and modern Japanese. So if we look, the Tajik has a overhook, hooks Abe's leg, and I think he lifted it up. We know that Abe has an underhook Uchimata, but it struck me as this technique here that Kageura did before defeating Teddy, I think 6 years ago. You can see he hooks and then lifts the leg up, making it look as if Teddy was going for Uchimata, but in fact it's a Kosoto Gake hook, then turned into a Sukashi. So for those of you who don't know, Uchimata Sukashi is, seeing through the Uchimata. That's basically what it means. So basically letting it pass. So the idea of it is to let the leg hit empty air, and with your hands you guide them down. And anyone who's tried to be good at Uchimata have taken this quite a few times. You can also step over. This is what happened, stepping over, but with a little bit of a hook. So the Russians call it obshag, which also means step over. And this is not new. Let's take a look at Muneta also. He used to bait people with this. So he knew Inoue was the best Uchimata artist. So this is, I believe, 2002. And he goes for an underhook, very similar to Abe, but look, he seeks the leg to hook it because he knows Inoue was about to hit it, and he lets go of the hook, basically letting Inoue hit empty air by himself, and then tries to guide with the hands. Obviously he didn't score, but this is exactly what it was happening. If you go back and watch the Tajik, he actually hooks Abe's leg. So basically telling me that he initiated the attack. It wasn't that Abe tried to go for Uchimata and then he countered. It looked like he initiated it. Now you can hook. For a lot of people, it's such a, I would say, tempting trap to lift their leg up for Uchimata, and then this is where you step over them, guiding with your hand. Also, he had the overhook, which is a great control of his shoulder, which allowed him to have full control, landing him for an ippon, and it was well deserved and it was amazing. And not only that, but he did not just try to celebrate and scream. And I'm all for celebrations, don't get me wrong, but defeating such a big champion like this, I would be calm and just I would say in the disbelief almost. But that's neither here or there. If you have anything to add, let me know down below. Don't forget to check out my book, linked down below. This was Shadi, and thank you for listening.